Habit number 7 of the 7 habits of highly effective salespeople. This is the habit that pulls it all together. It's sharpen the saw. And the analogy or the story of sharpen the saw is you have the old-fashioned saw and people are working really hard back and forth, and then the manager comes by and says, "Why don't you sharpen the saw?" Too busy sawing, too busy sawing. And the premise is that if you take the time to sharpen the saw, that you become more productive. And this makes sense, and we all kind of know it, but we have to be proactive to do it. And in the book, Covey focuses on how this fits into our life as a human being. And that's great, and we should do this, but I'm going to talk about how do we do this as salespeople. And as a person, you want to have your body be in good shape, eat well, exercise, get plenty of rest. As far as your emotions, build great relationships and caring relationships with other people, have meaning to your life, have a great mental attitude, education, and develop your brain. All of this is good, and we should all do this. But now, how do we apply it to sales? And I think there are 3 major areas of sales that we need to apply this to. The first is state management. State management meaning your state of mind. And I think we all we're emotional creatures. So we're all very sensitive to this. Someone hangs up on us, somebody doesn't show up for a meeting, we get unsubscribe in our email box, and all this rejection and delays and misrepresentations and pressure that we get in sales. This really requires us to be proactive in sharpening the saw of how we manage these emotions. How do we manage these situations? The salesperson who's resilient to this will be always much more successful because they won't have that roller coaster of emotions of getting the deal and being excited, and then the next minute getting hung up on or somebody not showing up for a meeting. The next is for us to come up with a compelling future for ourselves. The big dream, wherever it is, far enough away so that it is big enough that it's achievable and believable, but not too far away that we can't really get emotionally connected to it. This compelling vision will help us manage our state and keep us going through the drudgery of actual day-to-day working. And the last is to really put relationships first. How do we stay away from just focusing on the transaction? The transaction's important. That's what we're there to do. But as long as we put the relationship between us and our clients, us and our managers, us and our company, us and our ecosystem, that will flourish. It will naturally happen. And we have to proactively sharpen this saw of how do we sustain and develop that relationship beyond just the transaction. This is really sharpening the saw for sales. Think about this. Check out the podcast. I did a whole episode on this. If you like this video and it applies to what you're doing, check out the podcast on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.